So, yeah. Jimmy, what did you do this off weekend from Wilmot?
Went go-karting.
You
Same.
invite me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Me and Nate were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I saw your time and Nate's time.
I think, mine was third or fourth. Nate's was, I don't know.
His was the top. He had a 19 overall.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped there yesterday and beat him.
My goodness. Okay, so who won?
Nate.
You had to think about that? I like it.
Well, it was only the three of us. Me, Brown Sugar, and Nate. So
Brown Sugar.
David.
David, yeah. Oh, man, that's funny.
He's excited for this event.
Did he do it before? No. There's a lot of people. I'm really excited.
It's getting me nervous. That's why I had to go there just to make sure I
You
was
still
still
got it.
able to keep that time that I had.
Yeah, you still got it. Oh, man.
Make sure I still had that little sugar in my spice.
Yes. that little kick on entry. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man, so Jimmy just said something too about someone else that might be coming out. So there might be 4, 5 really heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not heavy hitters and they might be not running first or second or third, but just big names. I'm super excited. I really hope it's on the flow.
He's gonna push for that floor badger, but
yeah. I mean,
I think Hannah's doing photography.
Yep. Man, dang.
She takes really nice photos
She
of all
does,
that stuff. Because I saw the photos because my brother came to the last one.
Yeah.
And he was there and he was like, dude, that was one of the best events that I've ever been a part of that was all equal.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about it is just them all being equal carts. Well, equal.
Equal. Yeah, yeah.
Just because, from us, beating on them, all that we do, they're not always going to be the same. Some have cracked frames and stuff like that.
Some you put your hands underneath the chassis and you can go like this to one side and the other side you can barely get your fingertips on between. Oh, man. Yeah, so this weekend, I didn't... Oh, Kyle's Horse Show, that's what I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's Horse Show. Yeah, you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were in the parking lot earlier. That's where I saw you. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Man.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we left there, went and cleaned up the car for Nate, and then...
That's no secret then, right? Obviously?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if you want to drop it, you can, but I don't need Nathan to be mad at me for dropping something, unless he wants to be secret sauce. Super
Sweet, because I don't know if Tater's going to be running the wing car.
Oh.
So we were kind of...
I forgot they still have beef.
Well, he got the okay as long as it's done safely. From Rob.
To race.
No.
Yes, to race.
Yes,
to race.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, come on, this is recording. What's up, Roxanne? Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
No intro music?
Right?
From DD Ugami?
Yeah, DD Ugami. Oh, I don't have it set up or anything. Oh my. So, DD Ugami, DJ DD Ugami.
Oh, yeah.
That's Jimmy's offspring.
First one.
Yep, first one. And he made some intro music, but I still need the link because I just have it on my phone and I can't upload it until I get the link because of copyrights. So
he owns those now.
Okay, so
he's paid for them.
He just paid for them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we got to get on that because the next time we're going to be in studio, which is very weird to say, in studio for the live show will be August 19th. So a month away. But we have 2 shows on the road. Wilmot invited us on July 29th with the World of Outlaw late models. To bring the show there. So really excited. New show time though, 4:30 to 5:30, just so that the show doesn't hurt the people watching the best late model drivers in the world, right? Yeah, no. Just so we can watch and little pre-race activity. So that's going to be fun. So if you're coming out to Wilmot Monday, July 29th, stop by. 4:30 to 5:30 is our show time. And we were going to have Terry Kodrowski. He's running a modified that night. So it'll be fun. Then the following week will be on August 5th at Hold My Beer, a live audience show. Lots of fun beer, free axe throwing. Brandon and I are going this week to measure everything out, just to make sure we have enough for that. And then we're just praying and fingers crossed that, we have good weather because we wanted to do the show outside in their parking lot so that people can, use all their lanes for axe throwing, because that'd be bad, getting an axe to the back of the head. Yes, at Hold My Beer Kenosha. Thank you, Ashley. Yes, and Hold My Beer, that was pretty good, because when we flipped, that's a joke I heard. Hey, hold my beer, and then you flipped. Like, yeah, see, it's good marketing, very good marketing. So those are the two shows on the road. August 5th, I'm still working out who the guests are, but I got one penciled in. Really excited about that, and I'm going to try to get one more, at least 2 more maybe, and just have a great time. Jimmy, you said you're coming out to both?
Absolutely.
Yes, let's go. I know it's a haul from Grafton. Maybe the late model show.
Well, if it's like just like a World of Outlaws one, I'm sure I'll be able to still come out. It just depends on my work schedules, because sometimes I work way later at night, but I still have like my normal set times. And it depends on when my work is like, hey, you're going out late.
Nice. Well, this is a perfect segue into a little bit about our guest here, which I forgot to introduce. Everyone knows Jimmy Turbo, i.e. Omnis, and then our special guest tonight is Jason Anderson. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you.
So we're going to get to know Jason a little bit more here, which for those that do not know, if you've heard some of our previous guests or me mention this one guy that could turn a whole room against him, not half, not 5%, everybody, this is the guy, Jason. And like I've always said, and Senior said too, that if you're getting cheered or booed, you're doing your job. And, the whole thing with Nathan's Racing event is just us having a good time, not having to worry about what sponsors think or this or that. So it's fun to heckle each other too. And, he takes it on the chin like a champ, and, he leans into it, and it's just so good. And, you messed my race up, and I messed your race up.
That last one, yes. Yes, we did.
So that's a little bit about the introduction of Jason's Racing, but we'll get more in depth here. But first off, some listeners like to know what our special guests do. So what do you do for a living?
I am actually a IT technician. So I take computers from government buildings like Supreme Court in Wisconsin here, Department of Administration, and then I also go to different schools like Madison College or MATC in Milwaukee, MSOE, stuff like that, and I actually fix all these computers that students or faculty will use throughout their company.
Okay, so also kind of like high security stuff too?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So we actually program them for them as well.
Okay.
Like if they order new machines, we process them, we asset tag them the way they want it, and basically make sure it's like what we call a white glove delivery. Where literally here, this is perfection, and unbox the way you want it to be.
Yeah, and then basically plug and play for that.
Correct.
Okay. Wow.
And then
how did you get into that?
That's a long story. No, so
we got an hour.
Fun fact about that one: my mom actually broke her laptop when I was like 10. Like I was always on games. This is like prime, I guess, of when I was playing games, and I just got all these intriguing thoughts and okay, how can I do this? How can I do this? How can I do this? And all of a sudden one day the keyboard popped out, and my mom was like, I don't know what to do. I just went like this, and it was just like, is that it?
And it worked.
Well, then her charger port started to break, where you go to plug it in, and it kept pushing in farther. I literally took it apart. I just took the charger port and stuck it outside, and it still worked.
Wow. So it started off when you were 10.
Yes.
Wow. Ashley says such an interesting job. That is a very interesting job.
A lot of people think it's a lot harder than it looks, but when you actually go into it, it's not as bad as you think it is.
Okay.
Because when you actually go inside, the laptop, it can get confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely can.
Yeah.
But when you actually, I guess, mark out your layout and the way you need it to be, it's not as bad as you really think it is. It's a couple screws at most in most laptops. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
Unless it's Apple. I do not like Apple. No offense if you guys have Apple. I do not like it. I had an Apple before that I took apart. 120 screws just to get to the battery.
Jeez. Yeah. Wow, so that's that's the European version of engineering.
Yes. It definitely is.
I take the wheel off to change a serpentine belt.
Right?
Oh man, Vicky Plax.
Pilzak.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's my mom.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Jason's mom, Vicky. Rocky Nelson, those shirts are out of this world. Yes, they are. Yep. And then Ashley's watching from her MacBook. So nice. Now I know at least 100 screws. Actually, if I have an issue, now I know who to call.
I was gonna
Wow.
say, I'm sure I'll be able to find you a part if you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, so awesome, guys. Autumn here. Oh, no, I was late. Now I'm filled with shame. What's up, Autumn? You haven't missed much. Hey, Monday at Wilmot next week. There you go. Didn't think that through all the way. 4:30 to 5:30, and the week after that, hold my beer. So let's go, Autumn. What's up, Will the Thrill? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so we got a little bit about Jason's day job. What do you do in your off time?
Oh, this is the fun part.
Yes, yes.
That's where I come in to race. I basically go anywhere, I guess public is typically allowed.
Okay.
Just to feel for a track and still get my, my blood, flowing, stuff like that. And either that or go out for an evening ride on my bike that I have.
I've noticed in your page, you got a lot of bike stuff. That's
I
really
do.
cool. So, when did you start riding?
About a year ago now.
Wow. Okay. So is there a future in like bike racing, or are you still gonna stick to four wheels?
Honestly, I feel more comfortable on four wheels.
Four wheels, yeah, me too.
No, don't get me wrong. I've been learning more and more on two wheels.
Okay.
And when I first tried two wheels, I was like, okay, I'm nervous. I'm used to four wheels where I can stick it around a corner. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it, flipping the wrong way. And then once I got on two wheels, I was like, okay, this is getting more comfortable, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I maxed it out.
Oh man, Rocky Harrison. There you go. I always say Rocky Nelson, which is Ricky Nelson. Get those two names mixed up. Nathan. Hopefully Nathan's watching. Hi, Nate. Excited for your racing event?
Yeah, I didn't tell him I was coming.
Yes. Oh, yes. Surprise. If you want, you can still stop by. If you want to, anyone can really stop by. All right. How far have you ever owned your own race car?
Yes, I actually recently just got rid of it. Sadly.
What kind of car?
It was a 4-cylinder. It was a 4-cylinder figure 8. Yes, I'm a figure 8 driver.
Okay, so when we were at Circle City, four oval divisions and 2 figure 8 divisions, and I don't think I could do it all year, but I could do it for a night. Like
Crown Vics, right?
Crown Vics Crown Vic and then 4-banger class.
Yeah, Crown Vics would be fun.
Wow. So where would you race that?
Well, there's multiple places. I know a couple people that actually do it at WIR. I want to say it's 141. I don't know if they do it there though. I'm not 100% certain.
I don't think they can because they got the pond.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought maybe
Slinger. Does Slinger do it?
Yes,
Slinger does
yes.
it. Okay.
Yes, Slinger definitely does it. That's where I mainly go.
Okay.
And it's not just 4-cylinders I do. I also do buses there as well.
I mean,
if the bad thing is though is that it's hard to get those buses because like if you're gonna buy a bus just to do this stuff, it's very expensive just to get the bus. Even if it's like a junk bus and the company doesn't want it unless they sponsor it to you, it's very hard to get these buses, especially because of how much you have to pay for them in the first place. And then when you pay for that much, it's like, oh, do I really want to destroy this? Because that's what the fans want, at least for the buses. The cars, they want that close action.
Yeah,
right. They want the the gasping moment. But the buses, that's when they want it to roll over or smack and then just split the butt in half. Yeah.
Man, so have you ever done the buses? Not yet.
Yes.
You have?
3 times.
3 times. And he's still alive to talk about it.
2 of them, I've been in accidents.
Which is what you're trying to do.
The other one, I couldn't really because it wasn't my bus, and they just like, hey, go out, make sure there's some action behind it. And, I was going like this, making some action out of it. Yeah. But no, I definitely. It's a lot much cushionier. Does that word?
More softer,
softer.
Yeah. We can go with that.
Softer, and it feels like a marshmallow when you hit it.
Yes.
Because of how much there's so much to crunch.
Gotcha.
So it slows you down slower, it's slower, and then all of a sudden it's like, that it?
Yeah. You tried to dump me.
And it's even funnier though is that my dad was part of it.
Okay.
And I was the one that hit him and crunched his bus. And it took him 2 hours to get the bus off the track.
Oh my goodness.
So
Jeez.
yeah, it's definitely some fun.
All right, so I got more questions from that one question.
Go ahead.
What are the rules for that? Is it like literally just go get a bus and gut it, or it's
Yes.
just okay? So you have to.
That is literally all you gotta do. Is take every window out of it. Obviously, you don't have to take the seats out and stuff like that. It's just make sure there's no like
loose
stuff
Gotcha,
inside of
okay.
it when it actually does crash. If you happen to crash, where the next night you have to have more races the next day and it's more cleanup for the crew and stuff like that. It's an extra precaution because the windows are easy to take out. At least on buses, I mean it's just a razor blade, go around, done.
Yeah, because you're just cutting the gasket off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And most of the time they don't really enforce like you need bars in the buses. I mean, don't get me wrong, they strongly recommend it just in case, that there happens to be a bus where you tip over and it hits you right on top of the bus, But as a racer, you take that precaution. You take that what do I say? Like
the danger.
Like you take that with you as you go. Yeah, the risk. Thank you. The risk of going out of the track and just taking it and like, okay, if this happens, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, gotcha.
You go onto the track and you're like, okay,
it could happen.
It could happen. It couldn't, but
You want to get a bus?
Do I want to get a bus? I'll race anything.
Bus.
You want to race bar stools? We can do that too.
Next week.
Next week, yeah. What's up, Sean Sticks? Thank you so much for tuning in. How you feeling? Are you going to be at the track soon? We miss you. 91 car looks like crap because you're not there cleaning it. Kidding, it's still a really nice looking car. Let's go racing, guys, from Mike Babbitts. Let's go. I will be on the Let's Go Racing show on Wednesday, July 24th. Yeah, so it's coming up. So really excited to see Mike at 5 Star and talk more racing because
5 Star, you're right down the road from my house.
Do you have beer?
Yeah.
Because I will stop.
I can make
I mean, if that's convincing enough.
Yeah. Ashley here, Derek, you'd buy a bus to convert into a camper, right? Not to race.
After the race.
Yeah, sure.
After the race.
What if you do a multi?
Could you? Ooh. Double dip. Could I buy a bus, turn it into a camper, then to do the trailer race?
I'm sure you could.
Oh. Yeah. What do you think, Jimmy? Should Wilmot do something? I mean, figure eight, I don't think they can because of the signage in the infield.
Yeah.
But do you think Wilmot could get away with something like that,
like
bus
a trailer
race,
trailer
bus
races?
racing?
I don't think they would do a trailer race just because of all the debris that would get put into the.
Yeah.
That would cost Clemco
least
a
on
lot
the
of
dirt,
work. But I could see them doing, like fucking bus racing. Bus racing.
You're good.
Keep going.
Yep.
Like something like that, like even double stacker cars. I've seen those where they like stack 2 cars, like a car on top of another, and drive them around.
And
I
one's
saw
got
one
the
on
throttle.
Facebook Marketplace. I was like, they do this?
Yeah, the bottom one has the throttle, and then the top one steers.
Yeah.
Those are wild.
I didn't know that actually a person inside of it too.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like stacked.
Oh,
Those are cool to watch.
Yeah.
I know they did 2 team cruises where they're in the same car, but one has the steering and one has just the gas and brake.
And I don't know if they did where they did the chain race, where they chain 2 cars up, like back to back, and they drive around the track. Lake Geneva did all that weird stuff.
Yeah, and the rollover contest.
Yep.
Those rollers.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and then half the time the late models at Lake Geneva do better rollovers than the cars built to roll
Slinger
over.
Slamfest actually has way more events on top of that too.
Ooh.
So
when's Slinger Slamfest?
Well, they have 2 per year.
Okay.
One is always in June, which it just happened. But there's another one in August 17th. I believe that's the day.
It's a Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the fair race at Wilmot.
Oh yeah.
But it is broadcasted, so you can always go back and watch it if you need to.
Yeah, but see, I get why, but when you watch broadcasting and someone has a bad crash, they always take it away.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be fun though. If they did like a slammer race, just get junk cars, like a demo derby race.
Mm-hmm.
That you won't get too much debris on the track, but you'll get some obviously. But
that's why half the people bring like the 4-bangers or just cars that they buy for $500 or less.
I mean, I guess
Strip them
just
and
watch the Bandit race and you get that.
I mean, you can do that too.
I don't know. Those bandit guys have put on a show.
They do.
Get away from they're not going 100 miles an hour, but man, They do door bang, and there's actually quite a bit of cars that are actually fast. So there's more than just Tiny Horse or Brad driving away. It's also, there's like McKellips had a really strong night the other night, and I was like, he could win it. And
I don't know if he still races there. I think he just got rid of his car, but Brian Hilleringhouse?
No.
I think he got rid of his car recently.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I know he that was his home track before like he came and started racing with us and then stuff like that.
Went to the dark side, the pavement.
Well, he doesn't really race pavement. It's just more of a crew.
Oh, gotcha.
Like he doesn't really race it. Like I'm sure like if he gets a car, he'll race it, but
yeah. Mike says for the show on Wednesday, spectators are welcome. If you lie to me and say that it's too far.
Where's it at, Mike? Where's it at?
5-star.
Oh, okay.
5-star bodies.
That's right.
Yes. And then also from Mike, Lions Club at Wilmot, when Ray Toft had the track, had fundraiser with individuals who was blind drive, and Lion Club members ride with in the passenger seat and tell them to do driving oval. Oh man,
that was fun. Geneva did that.
I tell him to scrape the wall. Get to the top. Where's the top? I'll let you know. Yeah, now
just Chastain it the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, you could almost do it now at Wilmot because of the turn 3 wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're gonna start calling that the treacherous.
You gotta start calling it the Davey Wallace turn now. Okay, so real quickly, I get
not making fun.
We're not making fun. I'm gonna be very serious here. So, because I don't know anything other than the pictures that I saw that he hit the ambulance, and I gotta give it to Davey because I never drove it in so hard into turn 3 to get to the ambulance.
Right.
So, were you there?
I wasn't there.
No, okay. Because I don't know anyone that was there to tell me if they saw it or not, but I just saw the pictures.
Just pictures.
Autumn, I could drive blind. Well, you got that blinker fluid now, so you're good.
Oh,
so you can see. Do you have any questions for Jason about racing? I got a few more, but
not really.
Not yet.
No, not yet. What's your like short-term goal racing wise?
Well, to get back into racing, I actually want to go back to go-kart.
Nice.
I don't know why. I like it where it's more closer, where I can, I know exactly where everything is. I mean, the cars, I can feel where everything is. Obviously, I would have to get used to it. Yeah. But it's like you said, it's a different sensation. You're lower to the ground, and plus, I kind of like open wheel a little bit more, than smaller cars.
Sprint car. That's it right there.
Yeah, or modified because they're open wheel.
We used to race modified at Slinger as well.
That's right. Yes.
But they got rid of it this year because it wasn't enough.
Yeah. I feel like pavement modifieds just don't look right unless they're like the super modifieds, like the Wayland.
Like B mods.
Yeah, they are.
But the Wayland NASCAR ones.
Mm-hmm.
If they're those, I do that. Oh, the Madhouse. Bowman Gray. Have you seen Bowman Gray?
I have not.
You got to YouTube Bowman Gray fighting with race cars, and there's multiple videos, not just one.
Boy.
It's on a weekly night or a weekly show. They will have 14,000 spectators. Yeah, let us fight.
Now there's also those modifieds though that do the figure 8, the World Championship figure 8s.
Yes,
and those are phenomenal to watch.
Yeah,
because how close they come, and they're literally that far from each other every single lap.
Yes, and they don't.
And they time it. That's the thing, and they're flat too, so they can't even look up on a bank or something and try to time it. Yeah. No, they just go.
Would you do that? I mean, I would.
I'd race anything.
You'd race anything. Yeah, no, those super world figure 8 cars, they got serious money in them. Serious money.
It's like $100,000 at minimum.
And I watched one of the races, and I would have to say, I was very disappointed. Only one intersection crash, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
That's what we call an intersection connection.
Intersection connection, and it was because they both locked the brakes up, and they just boom, and I'm like, oh. I mean, I gotta get.
And they don't stop it though, too.
No, they
most of the time they keep it, 1, 2, 3 laps until they see, if there's a fire or something.
Yeah, or they're stuck in the track.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, I would love to see that. Oh, alive.
Slinger is a fun track. I'm gonna give him that. Like I've been up there. My tour guy James Swan, he races trucks, super late, and all that crap up in Slinger. It's a great track. Like
the banking is definitely the best part about that track.
Yeah. I mean, it's the world's fastest quarter mile.
Mm-hmm.
Like
used to be Geneva. Well, no.
I was there when they set that time.
Really?
That car, I'm telling you, it was weightless. I don't know how it happened. Mind you, it was back in 2010, so I was young, so I don't remember like vividly.
Yeah, but you remember the car.
But I remember them setting that track record. I was like, everyone was speechless. There was not a single word said until after, like the day after, like everyone just posting it. And I just remember my dad just keep doing that. And it's like, wow.
Yes. What up, DC? We're drinking the Drink of Champions here. Thank you so much for the point beer. Yes. And I'm selling the garage beer. I'm selling my first winner of the show. And then Babbitt's here says, get James Swan in a wingless. Wingless.
He's tried dirt. I've talked to him about that. Yeah, he's... What did he run? I think he ran a street stock and a mod. And he really didn't like it. Huh?
That's back when they had street stocks.
Yeah.
Now they're just sportsmen.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, James is good at what he does. He can race anything, but I don't think dirt's his thing.
Dirt's is... Yeah, it's definitely different. Where do you want racing to take you?
Like, as in, like, my dream to go?
Yeah.
Or,
like no
like
money.
a reality.
Let's go dream and then reality. Like,
Well, dream would be NASCAR.
let's go. Yeah.
Now, the only reason why I say NASCAR is because Formula One, it's the only reason why I would go F1 is just to, I guess, change the pace. As in, like, not have the same winner every single race almost.
Yeah.
When I say almost, because, it's been changing up a bit now.
Yeah.
I
was like, do you watch? Because like the Hungarian GP was like crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah. Crazy.
But NASCAR, they've been leveling out the playing field. And
Yeah.
That's the type of racing I like, just because it's not about the car; it's about
Yeah.
the driver. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
The only reason why it would be because it's a go-kart versus an actual car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's the only difference, and that's just. I guess that's why I like the go-karting so much.
Okay. And then where do you practically think racing will take you?
I guess nationally level, I guess.
Like the go-karts?
Yeah,
Okay.
go-karting, stuff like that. And
Nice. I mean, for all the young American kids, I think they are, like, I'm going to say between the ages of, like, 7 and 12. Like, they have the best shot to make it into Formula One right now, just because of the way Formula One's been trying to tap into the American demographic, and now they have 3 GPs here. They're gonna start to look for American drivers.
Oh, right.
Especially if Andretti gets in.
Oh, if he gets... Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong, but this would be the most amazing Formula One driver pairing for Andretti. So American team. So they're gonna have Colton Herta.
I don't think I know who that is.
Their number 1 driver in IndyCar.
Oh, okay.
Right, and he's been trying to get into Formula One for like the last 2 years, but his FIA points he doesn't have enough or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
But if they get in, they're gonna bring him in, and then the second seat, Kyle Larson.
Yes.
For like a year or two, because I think I could see him doing it for like a year or two.
He
just to
almost pulled off that double 2.
I know. I was screaming at the TV, and then he sped, and I'm like, that's it. Yep. He messed up, but yeah, he even led laps in his first Indy 500. It's crazy. That's crazy. Any questions for Jason? Still no. Okay.
No.
All right. So we kind of talked a little bit before the show, because I always have why the number that the driver picks and nicknames. So do you have any nicknames, at least that we can say on the show?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, I have definitely names. No.
I'm sure Jake, if he was on, he'd chime in and be like, I know.
Majority of the time, they just call me by my last name and just say Anderson. Majority
It's
of the
a fast
time.
name.
But, I mean, I guess if you want to call it the Enforcer, just because people, I mean, I guess, they just, like, know that if I'm coming or something, they're like, okay, don't screw with him, otherwise something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Gets run out. And then you get the double bird.
Oh man. Okay. So
I could imagine if that was Kyle though.
Oh, that'd be a showdown. That'd be a showdown if Kyle. Ooh, my brother. Man, yeah.
I still remember when was it Dylan took him out? No, he took Dylan out or something like that.
Yeah, he took Dylan out because Dylan touched him going
And then
through the
he
corner.
started cussing at Dylan.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man. All right. Why number 3? And it's not because the reasons people think, right?
No, it's not. I mean, I guess it's part of the reason because of Dale Senior.
Yeah.
But that's not the main reason. My dad always liked it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of Dale Senior. I mean, he's 40, but I call him 60.
Yeah.
He acts. But it's because that's the age that my little sister passed away when I was little. I was 6 at the time, so obviously it doesn't really affect a kid as much until
you realize
once you
it.
get once you realize it's like, oh wow, I don't have a sibling right now.
Dang.
And I hate to be depressing and stuff, but at the same time I take it as she wants me to keep going from this, and that's why I kind of have a tattoo because of it.
Yeah. What was her name?
Carly.
Carly.
And just having that name, I guess it kind of motivated us to keep going for racing because of her name, Carly.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's definitely a motivation to keep going. Every time I actually start racing, every now and then, if you actually do catch it, you might see me put my hand up to my helmet or something, just because it's my bracelet that I have for her.
Oh, nice.
And
okay.
it's just, I guess, me talking to her.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you have any other siblings or?
I do.
Okay.
I have my older brother.
Okay.
He's a couple of years younger than me. He was the one that at the event as well.
Right. Okay. Duh. You said that.
Yeah. Yeah. He was at the event. He definitely had a blast there. I can tell you that. I have a younger stepbrother. I just call him my brother. I mean, I don't really use like half stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's turning 15 this year.
Okay.
And then a little sister now, and she just turned 5.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Which that was planned.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely a scare for me, my brother, and my dad, and especially my mom, even though it wasn't her kid.
Yeah.
Just because my parents are divorced, and after my dad had another kid, after she passed the age of 3, it definitely relieved all of us. Because my little sister was my mom and dad's technically last kid that they had.
Okay.
And after that happened, they just didn't want to have a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
it's
going to take a toll on parents. I don't know how it is because obviously I'm not a parent yet.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah, after that happened, everyone was praying that she would get past 3, and after she made it, everyone just got relieved immediately, and it just got 10 times better. So.
Wow. Awesome. And then her name is
Brinley.
Brinley.
Yep.
Brinley. Nice. All right. Hi, Brinley. If you're watching. All right. Come up with a question, Jimmy. that was heavy. That was heavy, man.
All right. Here's a question. You're gonna put this on the line at the event?
Ooh, I don't. Yeah.
I don't know about that
Yeah.
one. This one is secret now because it doesn't exist anymore.
Right. No, I got you.
Sadly, Accelerate is no longer a thing.
Yeah. So for our viewers that cannot see because of the glare, what does it say? It says American E-karting.
It's American E-kart Championship, the track champion from when it was still Accelerate instead of K1 at the indoor go-kart track.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And that's a perfect segue into our first topic here, presented by Next Gen Pumps. Veteran-owned, American-made, warranty like no other. If you need some pumps or tires, check out Tom Brown in Silver Lakes. What up, TV? E-karting and Nathan's racing event. But like I said, this guy gets the whole room against him. It's so much fun. It's like my own personal Kyle Busch. I like to not like him.
Well, now it's Denny Hamlin.
You don't like Denny Hamlin?
No, Denny Hamlin has got that villain era now. It's not Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is the silent one now.
Yeah, he got old and just got chicken. No.
No, Denny Hamlin, and it really started when Kyle Larson got him.
Oh.
That's when it first started.
Yeah, you can't mess with the people's champ, Kyle Larson. So, Nathan's racing event is a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. I mean, the price is a little high, but it's $100 for an entry. but
For the event, are you saying?
For the event,
Okay.
yeah, for the event. So I mean, it's a little high. Top I think 5 get paid, at least decently.
Each, I think.
No, it's each winner out of each.
Yeah, sorry.
Main.
Top 5 of the main, and then each main winner.
Yes.
Gets some money. So yeah, you're not gonna really make money off of it, but it's just a lot of fun.
You could definitely get your money back.
You almost did.
I was super.
I got mine back last event.
Yeah. Okay. So we can talk about this because he's here. Like, I don't like talking not bad about someone, but I don't like really like
trash talking
when they're not there, or they're, if you're on and I know you're watching, I'm like, well, I don't want you to spend like 5 minutes trying to come up with a response, so I'll just save it.
That's what I said. I was like, I'll save it for my episode.
Yeah. Okay. So the very first time, you rubbed all of us the wrong way, which is fine.
I did, and I will admit that. I will 100% admit that. And at the time, to me personally, I thought I was taking it as trying to help you guys out.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure that you guys knew, you guys could put on a quicker show and a lot faster times than everyone.
Yeah.
And there's certain people, I was like, hey, do this a little bit better.
Yeah.
Trying to do that, but then obviously
it
it clicked for everyone. It's like, dude, get away from me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I should really stop.
Yeah, so he just kind of rubbed us the wrong way. But again, like, obviously, if a cart's on top of you, we're all jumping over the thing to get the cart off, right?
That's where I use the saying: if once my visor goes down, no friends.
Yep.
And rubbing is racing at that point.
In real life, but at Nathan's event, it's not rubbing.
Rubbing.
So, yeah, loosely. If a rubbing could be 20 miles an hour faster and quicker, just bang. Yeah, that's kind of how we race there. But yeah, so the first year, I remember. So it was Jake Zelmer, myself, and Hunter Cardinal, and we were just talking because we were talking about the bump spot.
Yes.
Which is like, what time do you think is the last person in the main before you have to go and you have to run a B or something like that? So we're talking, and then you come up and you're like, so I'm fast time, and we're like, oh.
Yes, I remember that.
I am so sorry, sir. All right. So then, which going into it, we were all like, dude, if we're fast time, we're doing it. We're gonna do the macho challenge. We're gonna give up our first starting spot in the main to start last in the lowest main and try to transfer. Right. Well, the first round went through, and Jake and I were like, yeah, we're not doing that. Like, everyone's too close. We might get through 2 mains, and then after that, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, so then we're like, we're not doing it. But when you came up and you're like, should I do it? We were just like, oh, 100%.
I remember that. And I was taking it as like, okay, I don't know if they're screwing with me or if they're trying to get me to do this so that I don't race them. And so then you guys can get that winning money in that A main.
we knew that you were going to be there. I had a gut feeling. I'm like, yeah, Jason's still going to make it. And he's going to be pissed, which is going to make it even worse for us. But I'm like, right? So then the very first main, which you have to do what you got to do. It was on track 1. You go down the inside. You kind of move a bunch of people up. And it was like...
No, the first main, I didn't do that. The
second main.
Yeah, the second, it was technically the D main, which was his main.
Yeah.
But the main before... The E main, you kind of did it because he's like, there's no way he's passing me.
Yeah. The only reason why is because it was the last person, and that was that cutoff where he was just enough to get in their main.
Yeah.
So he could have made it into it easily.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I passed him, that guy was trying his best, and he spun out, and he got even slower behind. I don't remember his name, but I saw him as soon as I turned. He was spun out literally at the end of the corner and got bumped into another person.
Yeah, like it's so like I said, like there's so many people that wish that they could show up to Nathan's racing event and be like, dude's here. Dude's here, and this is him, right? So like even if people are booing you and heckling you, like, oh, me and Jake were just yelling at you anytime you come by. And I remember because no one knows who won any main or finished second or third in any main.
Besides the A.
Besides the A, but they knew where he was eliminated. He finished third in the C, I think it was, right? Anyone else, we have no idea how your day was, but everyone, right? So it was so funny. Like, I laughed at Jake because we were heckling him the whole time. Anytime he comes past or yellow, we're like, oh, hit him harder, like that, right? So then we're in the main, and he starts heckling us, and I'm just laughing in the visor. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, he's giving it back, and then Jake was just like, at least I'm in the main. Like, I was like, oh, this is so good. And so that was the first year. So you've done 2 or 3 races with Nathan?
For 3.
3. Okay, so that was the first one. Second one, definitely, he had a chip on his shoulder to prove.
Yeah, that was when I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do my own thing.
Yeah.
You guys, this is friendly competition, obviously, just to have fun, do what you gotta do. But this time, I'm going to take it 100% serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try my best to beat you all, just to prove you all wrong.
Yes.
Like, that was my goal. And then all of a sudden, I got into the A main. Oh, that was fun.
Yes. So the very first year, Tommy Colbert, his first year, puts it on pole. He was walking around. I'm on pole. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna be first at all.
Yes.
You are not, especially on track 1. Track 2,
God,
I was a little surprised that they got to you a little bit, just a little bit. But track 1, I'm like, yeah, you're first. You're the choo-choo train. Like, you are gonna get plowed
especially
into the
that
wall.
first corner. Now, if it was still the old corner from Veloce, now
I heard that.
I don't know if you guys know the old corner.
Yep, it was a left and then a right.
Yeah, it used to be called the boot instead of the hairpin there.
Yes.
And when you got out there and you were first, no one else made it through. If you were first, that was the prime position because you were able to get through it. No one else was going to.
Yeah.
We had camera footage before of where a cart spun out right behind someone because they passed them.
Mm-hmm.
Cart spun out, another cart went right over the top of them and hit the railing on Point Burger Bar there.
So he went over the wall.
That might have
Yes.
been my dad.
Wow.
He went up and his car was sitting
My
on the
dad
railing.
was taken out like that. Yeah, he jumped. Somebody hit the brakes. My dad launched over and hit the guardrail. I ended up taking him to the hospital after.
Yeah, that was. I remember that. I was working.
Yeah. I remember working
Yeah,
at
it was
those
for,
places too, and
it was
we're
for
like,
my brother-in-law's
"Come on."
bachelor party.
Well, that's the thing though, is that I liked when I was working there. I enjoyed it because I was like, these guys, I guess, know what they're doing because I know they're racers. I
Yeah.
see the helmets. I know that they got good racing lines, everything. But then all of a sudden, as soon as it got to it, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta fix all these carts after. Oh no.
I enjoyed working on those parties until it was like 30 minutes before the end of my shift, and I'm like, don't break a cart. Do not break a cart. Please do not delay this event because, like, your feature, and I have like 10 minutes, and then I'm leaving. Do not delay it. And what happened? They delayed it every freaking time. We had I had a buddy from go-karting at Badger. He had his bachelor party at K1 Buffalo Grove, and I was working it.
Oh.
And so I was the pit supervisor. So he was like, hey, I know from previously, like, there's speed 4, but when there's parties, it's always speed 3.
Typically, yes.
Right? So then I was like, yes. However, I will tell the master to give you 4, but the first big hit, everyone goes to 3.
Now, if it's like, bumping.
How long do you think that lasts?
First lap. First corner.
Second corner. Boom. The carts are going up. Speed 3. Gave him a shot.
That's usually what we do. I mean, just to give them a chance.
Yeah, and then just to be a jerk, we always black box them. You remember that, right? If a person came in with an account and had a black box, it means they're in danger. So you just go to your buddy's account and you just black box. He'll be on speed 2.
Well, we always put it in the notes, be like, oh, this guy's here again.
Yeah. Okay, when you worked there, what kind of helmet, when you saw them walk in, you were like, oh no.
Biker helmets.
Motocross helmets, yep. You see the goggles and that, you're like,
Yes.
Nope. Oh gosh.
Now, that right there just told me it's like, they do not care.
No.
Now, it's different from, you guys are dirt racers.
Mm.
Motocross racers or just, ATVers or anything like that, they do not care.
No.
At all. We had a cart on cart one time and the whole electronical box flew out of the cart.
Nice.
I don't get me wrong, it was interesting. I was like, I don't know how it happened, but
Oh man.
I did it.
Okay. So did you ever race at K1 Buffalo Grove?
Yes.
Track 2.
I raced it back in January, actually.
Nice. Awesome. Is track 2 the same?
When you walk in, it's the left or
The
right
smaller
side.
track.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you're coming and you have that left turn.
Yes.
Okay. So my buddy George, love him to death. Miss him. Still miss you, buddy. But so this is my favorite story of George, and this lives in my brain rent free for the rest of my life. So I'm I'm the pit supervisor. We have a group on track 1. It's like midday on a Thursday, right? So like maybe 10 people per hour. Like it's super easy, right? So he's like, hey, I want to try. I want to race my 3 free races. I was like, all right.
Right.
So I was like, go punch out. So he punches out. He comes back, and then we have this guy named Adnan, and I was like, Adnan, can you run this? Can you run his race? He's like, yeah. I turned my back for a second. They were playing chicken. So he would drop. So turn 1 on track 2 is that hard 90.
Yes.
So he would actually put the flag down so that he could not see the apex of the corner, and at the last second he'd pull it up like that. Right?
Oh.
Well, I didn't see this. I heard it, and then I laughed. So I got my back turned because I'm watching track 1, and there's some people out there that are kind of should not be out there racing, right? And I hear this big bang, and I look, and his feet are off the pedals. Like he's like laid over. He's got the flag wrapped around his helmet. So he went to pull the flag. The bottom of the flag got caught underneath his helmet, and then the roll cage hit the stick and knocked it behind his helmet. And for whatever reason, he stopped turning. So he went like dead onto the wall.
So he's trying to take it off, probably took his helmet off the steering wheel.
Boom! Oh man, that was. I'm sure you got stories about kind of crazy stuff like that. Happening.
I got plenty of that one. Just like that opening gate. You know how many times we had to replace that one?
Which?
Track 1.
That would make more sense, yeah.
There was people that came around that double hairpin, where we cut, and or the S there, and they come halfway through the S and then just stop turning right into the barrier.
Yeah.
And if you look very carefully, that kiosk on track 1 side and that wall has been repainted, like plastered, everything. Because the cart went through the gate. The first day I started, I came into them fixing it.
Wow.
And the cart just went straight through the kiosk, and we had to like shift the kiosk over, and yeah.
Oh man.
It was horrible.
Jeez.
We had to replace it another 3 times after and make it longer because they bent it then.
I had one person. I was standing at the podium on track 1 at Buffalo Grove. So the track almost comes to the podium there.
Yeah.
Almost. Right? It's a party. People, they're being very hard on our stuff. And I felt like they were doing it on purpose because it was so much money. Anyways. So I'm like, George, you run this last race. And I'm like, just run them on 3, just whatever, right? So I hear him go over the radio, white flag, track 1, so that the pit guy can start walking over there. So I'm like, oh, thank God they're done, right? And I'm just about to call up the next race, and I can feel this energy just like right here, and a big boom, and he hits and wedges it, and but he's still on the track. And so I'm protected by the wall, and I like look at him like, dude, like that, and he's looking at me like I just like brought the wall out in front of him. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you doing? So I push him back, and then he starts driving, and then the cart is, and there's sparks and smoke, and then we had to stop, and then they wanted a refund because he ran 48 or 47 and a half laps, even though he paid for 48.
Oh my God!
I was like, okay, just get him out of here.
That's the thing that people understand too, is if you get lapped, you're gonna lose a lap.
Yeah.
And there was like yesterday, when I was there, I raced, and all of a sudden this grandma came up because the grandpa was actually racing with his daughter, and they were racing, and they noticed that they got 9 laps when I had 12. Mm-hmm. They're like, why did he get 12 laps, but they got 9? And then like the workers are trying to explain like, yeah, he got lapped 3 times, and the grandpa understood it because he was a racer. Yeah. He's like, I don't care. Yeah. And she's like, well, I need my money.
That's not right.
I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. Also, from K1, or electronic, or e-karting, whatever you want to call it, you know Jackson Knock.
Yes.
Yes, because he was a previous guest on here, and then we were kind of talking. We never said your name, and then afterward, I was like, yeah, Jason Anderson. He's like, you know Jason Anderson? And I'm like, do you know Jason Anderson? So how do you know Jackson Knock?
through the e-karting.
E-karting, okay.
I previously met him with a couple other buddies that actually do the racing as well, but not just like the e-karting. They go outside racing and stuff like that.
Nice.
But I met all these guys when I was working there.
Okay.
And when I was doing with the leagues and everything that they ran previously for Veloce, I was like learning their ways and how they do the leagues. And then I guess that kind of gave me a little bit of advantage because I was like, okay, I know how this works. I know how to get there. I know how to get these points, stuff like that.
Yeah, working the system.
But as soon as they're appearing, we became more friendly and stuff like that. We started hanging out outside of work and stuff like that. He actually gave me my first iRacing setup.
Nice.
So now I've been doing iRacing constantly.
Yeah.
And it's definitely I could definitely feel a difference when I'm actually racing now. I will say, and I did not believe it at once.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I once I felt like the direct drive, and I was like, whoa.
You feel
like you don't
the
feel
track.
like the G-force,
but
and
you
stuff
feel the
inside
track
of it, but you could definitely feel it.
And you play on Xbox?
Absolutely.
Do you have Xbox?
I have every console.
Do you have World of Outlaws?
Yes.
Sprint Cars? That's your man right there. It's like Nathan's indoor racing, but with a video game.
Yeah.
I don't have it, and I need to get an Xbox. That's the issue.
That's probably something I could beat him in.
Yeah, just throw it from like a mile away.
No, never. Ask Nate. Well, actually, no, don't ask Nate. Nate's got a nickname for that game.
Oh boy.
Crasher Crane.
Crasher Crane. So there's a guy that actually drives like a sim. Well, first of all, he was 15 years old. Gotta give him mad respect. 15 years old in a 410.
He was here.
Ivan Glotzbach. He's from Indiana. 15 years old. He threw a slider from half a straightaway on me, and tried to kill me. So that's the one that I would do. No, and fair enough. Like he actually 15 years old, came to my pit to apologize. So I was like, all right, I'm not mad anymore. Yeah, respect. You do it again though, I got an issue. But no, that dude, he's a ripper. And now he's running 410 wing and wingless in Indiana, so that's pretty cool. Real quickly, happy birthday, Taters! Late birthday. I saw that today. Dave shoots in. We race shop chairs at the shop night. Yep. And it's been a hot minute since I checked this out. Thank you for the light bump, Derek. That's from Dave shoots in. You're welcome. Little Birdies told me that you've been saying that I got one coming. Thank you for that, little birdie, because now I will get you before you can get me. Ashley here, did you heckle him as bad as you do at the goalie playing against the Admirals? No, I would never tell. I would never tell a driver he sucks. But I will heckle him. Have you gone to the Admirals game?
I have never gone to an Admirals game.
Okay, so the Admirals and so you have your
that's hockey, right?
Yeah, hockey.
Okay.
So you have your national teams, which are the Blackhawks. Right. But each national team has like a minor league.
Okay.
And those are typically in cities that don't have a national league. So since Milwaukee doesn't have it, Milwaukee is the farm team for the Nashville Predators. So if you go to a Predators game or an Admirals game, you have to know what the away goalie's last name is. So
why is that?
Because when the Admirals or Predators score, everyone, all 10, 15,000 people, just start going like, Anderson, 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 you suck! And Ashley, the first time, she's just like, what are they? I'm like, oh, we're just getting in his head. Like that. She's like, that. I feel so bad. What do you think his parents are thinking? I'm like, this dude is making six figures playing a game that he loves to do. Like, I'll heckle him. Like, if I'm making six figures, you can heckle me all day. I don't care. I'm making money, right?
I'm making more than you. Come on now.
Yeah. And then if there's a two, if they score again, then it's the same thing. But then they say we're in the lead and it's all your fault. It's all your fault. So it's awesome. Mike here says, is my announcing buddy coming to the races Saturday after his party? Trying to think here because I know there's a show or something on Saturday, but we got Cooper's birthday.
Is he talking to me or is he talking
Ricky Nelson?
Ricky Nelson.
I think Ricky Nelson's doing a phenomenal job.
Cooper. Like, I don't know who he's. Oh, maybe it is Ricky.
Yeah, I hope so. Ricky's doing a really good job. I enjoy it. Oh my goodness, it's been 55 minutes already. Oh yes. All right. All right. So we're gonna go through the results from this past weekend because that 3-2-1 go. The Wisconsin Wingless was off, and there's a reason why we're wearing the 29 OG here. So second topic presented by Paulman Auto. If you're looking for a new car or new to used car, check out PaulmanAuto.com. 3 locations in Kenosha, 1 in Racine. They'll take good care of you. So we're going to talk Circle City here, which is Friday night. Group 1, fast time was Harley Burns. Group 2, fast time was Trace Mailer. Heat 1 winner, Harley Burns. Heat 2 winner, Trace Mailer. We finished second to Harley Burns, which thank you so much, Harley, for watching. Like that was just like, oh, wow, a driver that races USAC Sprint Cars watches our channel and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Feature, Harley Burns won. We got second. We went +1. Trace Mailer -1, but he spun himself out on lap 6 and then spent the rest of the feature working his way back up to third. So congrats to Trace there. Matt Humphrey +3 and Tyler Miller +3. And I think Humphrey has not with Circle City, but I think he does have some steel block wins, and so does Trace Mailer. Harley Burns, he's won aluminum 410 features. Tyler Miller, another. So, the guys in Circle City are the top steel block guys. Also, points. They updated the points. There was a race that they called a throwback, which you had to run an old non-down tube car, but they counted that as a points race for the steel blocks, and I was like, well, that kind of sucks because I don't have a non-down tube car. Otherwise, I would have showed up. But I just checked points out, and they actually took that race out of the points. So because of that, and we missed race, now we are level on features. Trace Mailer 116, we got 112, Matt Humphrey 106, Owen Barr 102, and Jake Simmons 98. So top 5 on top of each other. We'll end on a high real quick. We'll talk about Wilmot points real quickly here too. Your top 3 in Lightning Sprints: Brian Strain Jr., Mark Einhart, Nick Petska. 4 points between the top 3.
Woo, damn.
Yeah. First, second tied, and Nick Petska apparently sucking, only 4 points behind. But Nick's gonna win a few more features this year. Wisconsin, or the non-Wayne crate sprints. Johnny Falls leading the points. Ryan Marshall after sweeping. Congrats, Ryan Marshall, on the sweep. World of Outlaw Night, he's 1 point behind. And Rusty Egan is third, 9 points behind. And Jimmy Sivia is fourth with 11. So your top 4 within 11 points there. Fifth is Tyler Cuxhouse. And then from there kind of breaks down for points. Street Stocks, Blake Cruiser is first. And then both Olsons are tied for second, 5 points behind. And Dirty D, previous guest, fourth, 8 points behind. So let's go Dirty D. Amod, Joe Crowbridge is leading the points. And next week's guest, Terry Kudrowski, is second with 4 points behind. They only had 2 features, so everyone's on top of each other. Carl Powers third. Wing 410s got 2 races. Mike Ranke first. Blake Nemi second. Scott Eddie Neitzel's third. Bandits, what we all saved our lunch money for. Ryan Andrews leading the points.
I know him.
You know Ryan Andrews?
I do.
How do you know him?
He's actually one of our race crew members that we had a couple years ago.
Nice. So he got the Jason Anderson Speed Secrets, and he's bringing it over to the dirt
you see
side.
his car number?
I did see number 3. Okay.
So we met him actually at Wilmot.
Nice. Okay. Bonded over the number? Or knew him before?
Originally, my crew actually also raced those Bandits as well. So we were doing double nights every now and then. So when we were racing the Bandits, we actually won the championship the one year for the Bandits.
Okay.
And that's then all the guys came to congratulate us, and then after that he got his own car and started racing too.
Nice. Ryan Andrews leading the Bandit points. Craig Cruiser 1 point behind in second, and Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson just throwing out the anchor apparently in third, 2 points behind the leader. And then his brother Austin Orth in fourth. Kerry Williams in 5th, and all those are separated by 9 points. And then the Wilmot's newest class, the winged crate sprints, Tommy Sexton leading the points, Greg Olson 2nd, and Ian Steer, who's our last week's guest, running in 3rd, with CJ Malik in 4th, and Chris Klemko 5th. So those are the points. I know it's a little tongue twister there, but it's halfway through the season, so kind of figured we should show 2 features for the mods, because every time they show up it rains. And they're halfway through. Craziness.
Hey, that's a cuss word. You don't say our word around here.
I know. On race day.
See, what's funny though is Wilmot's page right there. Street stocks are on the top, modifieds, and bandits. Those are the classes that they're dwindling away from. I don't see nothing about sprint cars.
I see a right rear right here. Yeah, you got.
And front end right there.
Yeah, and a wing. That looks like a lightning sprint. Yeah, in a late model. Yeah. Cool. And then there's a reason why we got the 29 shirt on, and it's ironic that they're both 29.
Yep. I didn't even think about that.
For those that don't know, Pleasant Prairie is about this close from burning down Friday night. Because if Tom Eller ever wins a feature, we're all jumping in his rig and going home and burning that place down. American Sprint Car Tour ran at Champaign Speedway in Illinois. The results were Anthony Lohr won Heat 1, Heat 2 winner Steve Thomas, Heat 3 winner Landon Butler. Feature, we're going to do top 3 because my race pass was off. So I don't have I know who the top 3 were. Top 3 were Landon Butler +2, Tom Eller +4, and Ralph Johnson +6.
Nice.
So, yeah. And I'm just so happy for those guys, because those guys, I would classify them as the mid-pack maniacs up here in Wisconsin. So for them to go,
they're coming a long ways.
Yeah,
I remember them in the past.
Yeah, if you think that if you're running 20th in the Wisconsin Wingless feature, you suck. No,
It takes time.
It's not it's just everyone's gaining speed still. So until the top guys reach the platform, everyone's going. So there's no change in order. But when you go out of town to a new series, because this is their 3rd or 4th race ever with the American Sprint Car Tour, and then can't get key out of the top 10 or 8 were Wisconsin Wingless drivers. So, yeah, so it's pretty cool. So congrats to Tom Eller on your 2nd. I get why you went to Paragon, but you ran with the 410s.
And the participants.
And the participant participated on the podium.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats to Ralph Johnson there on his 3rd place. And then wingless points, I think I accidentally closed that tab down, because that's the points that everyone chases. Ryan Marshall, the new points leader, which is crazy to think that he's got a DNF.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold up.
Oh, they'll be up in Angel Park too?
Whoa, hold up here. Let's take a look at this. So Ryan Marshall has a DNF. Jimmy Sibby has a DNF. Raider has a DNF. I think That's the first one that doesn't have a DNF. Tyler, no, he didn't DNF at Beaver Dam. He had a DNF. Yeah, Johnny Fall, he flipped at Angel Park, so he has a DNF. I don't think Taters has one, or Rice.
No.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I think we've kind of hit the mid-season where everyone's had kind of a bad night. So this is a pretty telling sign of how the season's going for everyone. Ryan Marshall's 1st. Sivia 2nd, 23 points behind. Radar 58 points behind in 3rd. First Seth in 4th, and Tyler Coxhouse 5th. Your top 6 are within 100 points. Johnny Falls 81 points behind. So yeah, and then you have to scroll and look at all these guys that have wins. So definitely crazy.
Nathan on there? I think Nate's 40th.
There's no 40 cars.
Oh, well, whatever.
This is 2024.
He's 30th.
Oh, nice.
Top 30 in the R car.
Yep.
Where are we? Oh, nice. 22nd. got him where I want him. I mean, we haven't been traveling all that much. When we travel,
5 out of the 10 features.
You going to Angel Park this weekend?
No. I've already killed a car, so like, let's not go to a track where I like to kill cars.
You go watch your brother finally run.
Is he doing double duty, or is he just doing the midget?
Run the midget on Sunday and.
No, I actually
the
think
wing car.
No, because I told Ashley, no, because we were trying to make plans on Sunday. She's like, well, it says on the calendar that you're going to Angel Park. Are you? And I was like, no. So I think we actually have plans on Sunday.
And yeah, he's running Saturday.
Let's go. Yeah. So we're gonna play a game real quick. It's just kind of like just first thing that comes to mind from what I asked, the 2 options. And just kind of see. It's called This or That. This game is presented by Ashley Bree Photo. Sorry, Ashley, I did not get your approval on this, but we're just gonna try it and go with this. Because I didn't know Jimmy was coming until 6:15. I'm like, we can get a game in here. All right, so This or That. So I'm gonna give you 2 options. First thing that comes to mind. Facebook, feel free to chime in too with what your opinion or what you would prefer. Too rough. So this is Jimmy. Too rough, too dry.
Too rough.
Too rough, too dry.
Too rough.
Too rough. Let's go. Too rough. Yep. Tickle the infield tires or bounce the right rear off the wall.
Ooh. Right rear off the wall.
I think I would go inside.
Inside. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, you both are. We'll do IE and JA. Oh my goodness, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Right hand tear off or left hand tear off?
I guess it all depends on the driver. Me, right hand.
And you're right-handed.
Yeah, but I could steer with my left. 'Cause I don't know. It just feels weird going like that. Like,
yeah. Interesting.
Well, typically, do you usually put your tear-offs on like one specific side, or do you like always have to go on like the same side?
Well, so you can layer your tear-offs to pull either side.
I think I would do left side.
And you're right-handed?
Yes.
Me too. I'm right-handed, but
I guess it just feels more comfortable because it's more dominant, and I can control it a little bit more easier and like more fine, I guess.
Yep. And actually, I don't know how this game gets points. I was just thrown in here, and I was just like, because I wanted Jason to have some knowledge here too. So all the other stuff is more geared towards Wilmot and sprint car stuff. Ooh. Chris Klemko or Natalie Klemko? I forgot when I wrote this too. Like this, I think has been a hot minute.
Are they watching? Are we talking driver? Like,
yeah, or however
style?
you want. Yeah, driving style. Let's go with that.
Chris is actually. I've noticed Chris has gotten better. So I'll go Chris.
I don't know either.
Don't know either. Okay, so that's good. So we'll put you down for Natalie. So there's evens.
It'll be even. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna start with Jason now. Wing sprints, or wing sprint cars, or non-wing sprint cars?
In my opinion, Wingless has better control. Just because, like, the wing, you have more downforce.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go Wingless.
Wingless?
Wingless.
Let's
Absolutely.
Go. Okay, this would be a good one for you. You know what biking is?
I do not.
So it's when the inside tires come off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Biking tight or snappy loose? What's up, Karen? I haven't seen you on here in a while. How are you doing?
I'd probably be loose.
Snappy loose. Wow. Okay. Jimmy, biking tight or snappy loose?
Loose.
Loose. Okay. I'd rather bike. Okay. We'll come back to that one in a hot second. Plymouth opener or Beaver Dam opener?
Beaver Dam.
Beaver Dam. Oh wow. Okay.
Plymouth.
Ooh. Okay. So, for fun fact, the Wingless used to be opening at Beaver Dam until the last 2 years, I think, and then they started moving it to Plymouth.
Now Plymouth may be closer for me, but I kind of like Beaver Dam's track a little bit better.
It's the Widowmaker. It gets your attention if you miss the cushion.
I like Plymouth because they Normally, depends on how he feels if he goes up there or not, but the track prep guy is pretty good.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Simon.
Simons, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still surprised that no big touring series has tried to talk him into going on the road with them. Because, I mean, that he can do a track.
Yeah.
The only guy so far that I've met that can keep sprint car guys and late model guys happy on the same night for the track service. Like, that's not... That's like,
impressive.
That's like trying to get a Democrat and a Republican to agree on something.
I mean, I'll give it to Chris. Chris has come a long way since, the beginning, and like the Outlaw show was good.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll start with Jimmy. 2020 track service or 2023 track service?
2020.
I mean...
I don't even know what's the difference.
Oh, you can go 2023.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
we'll say 2020 then.
2020, okay, yeah. Yeah, 2020, there was something, I don't know. That was like the best surface that Wilmot had for a while.
Well, didn't they bring in manure and stuff like that to mix into?
Yeah, and I think that might have been like the
moisture.
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the track used to have reverse banking.
Yes.
Right. So they got it flat, and then they added some banking before 2016 because they took out the infield scoring, and I think they added banking, and then 2017 they added banking, and 2018 I think they added banking. And I think 2020 they might have, because there was something going on in 2020. We couldn't race for a while. Jason, no wins, but the championship, or most wins but no championship. This was question of the week not too long ago.
I would say more wins but no championship.
More wins but no
Now,
championship.
the only reason why is because if you can prove it yourself, you don't really need the title under your name.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Same?
Same exact thing.
All right. So on question of the week, like, it was basically the way I drive is I win.
Right.
Like, the only one that knows who finished second in the championship is the person that finishes second.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do feel like for instance, Zelski, he's got the most wingless feature wins in the series. So right now we're all like, yeah, he's the winningest Wisconsin wingless driver. However, I think 10 years from now, Tim's got 2 championships.
Right.
Like, so I think for longevity, I think if you win championships, you'll be in the record book for sure. But wins, I think that's more of like a flash fire kind of like right now it's so cool, but then towards it, it's like, yeah, well, you have to be good. And that was the other thing too. I did the math. To win a feature, you have to have 31 good laps. You have to have 3 good laps in qualifying. You have to have 8 good laps in your heat race to put you in this good starting position for the feature, and then you have to have 20 good laps. Right? But you have to have almost 900 laps to win a championship. You have to have so I'm like, yeah. All right, so now just for Jason, e-kart or motor kart? Motor. Yes, let's go.
That's an obvious question.
Motor, yeah. They're not as equal when you go to these places that have motors.
Oh,
but
don't get
they're
me wrong.
so much fun.
That's why I do like e-karting. It makes it leveled out and actually proves to the driver on how well you handle. Where you can just hop in a car and be like, okay, how good am I?
Yeah.
But then when you get in your own car, you can set up the way you want to. You can get it to where you're kind of setting it. You have a different setup completely than anyone else, and then you can fine tune it and get it to where you need to. But why would you not like to grumble too?
I know. There's just something about the chain oil all over your shoulder. Oh, I remember cleaning my suit after. Oh, I hated that so much.
I do remember that.
Especially the 4-cycle. Because the clutch is like next to your rib cage, so the chains. Oh.
Plus the heat.
Yeah, the heat was all right.
Originally, we had our stand or our mount on our cart since it's the Burrell, so it's the longer one, but the whole motor was pushed towards me.
Yeah.
So it was heating up the seat.
Oh man.
And at the end of the race, all of a sudden I noticed, I was like, wow, that's a lot thinner there compared to the rest of the seat. I was like, oh, it's burning.
Yeah. Oh, and then you have the little burn here from the elbow when you just forget.
Yep.
And you're like, whoop, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
Yep. Road course or oval?
Road course.
Oval.
See.
Well, it depends. Karting?
Anything. Like
Road
your preferred.
Oval.
Road course.
I got both. Feet in both camps. Puzzle. If you go road course to oval, it helps you. But if you go from oval to road course, it won't help you because the road course teaches you to sacrifice entry speed if that means the next corner you're faster through for a longer straight. So, and then with dirt racing, the groove was always changing. So, all right, dirt or pavement.
Well, I have experience in dirt go-karting.
Okay.
And I will say it was fun. But I like the speed over the drifting. So I gotta say pavement.
Pavement, okay.
Dirt.
Yeah. Man after my heart. Amber Stewart, nice t-shirts. Yes. If it wasn't so hot, I'd be wearing the 29 OG hat too, but it's a little hot. Karen Porter says oval, wingless. So thank you, Karen, so much from Ocala, Florida. We missed you. Thank you for tuning in. So that's this or that kind of last minute game here, just because Jimmy didn't tell me that he was coming to like 6:15.
Surprise, mother.
Yeah, mother. Oh man! So thank you for catching yourself there.
Yeah.
So
what are you talking about? You just bleeped it.
there you go. Yeah. All right. So in staging, we got Terry Gadrowski at Wilmot Raceway. So next week's show is 4:30 to 5:30 because we will be at Wilmot before the drivers' meeting and all that stuff. And Brandon's going to be back. Let's go, Brandon!
Bestest bench.
The bestest mensch. So I'm looking forward to, also kind of like the first 5 minutes of every show is just like gauging how the energy and how like we communicate. Like, okay, I'm ready to talk, or you're ready to talk. Like, that's gonna be fun again because Brandon definitely off. His conversation is from the tires to the wall, and I love it. And I love it. It keeps me on my toes all the time. So that's who's in staging. And if you think this is a double, nope. We had Andrew Kudrowski, his brother, on before, so it's going to be fun. Where to find us at coming up this week? Well, July 24th, we'll be on the Let's Go Racing show. I think that's at 6. I think it starts at 6 at Twin Lakes at 5 Star Bodies, so that'll be fun. So if you guys want to come out, let's go. Text me if you're coming, though, just so I can tell them that they're coming. So we got some chairs. And then racing July 27th at Wilmot for and I closed the Wilmot page again because I'm professional like that. At Wilmot, July 27th, it will be a all-sprint car show. It'll be the Lightning Sprints, so their second race of the year. Non-wing crate sprints and wing crate sprints. And then it is $15. Yes, so general admission, 13 plus $15. 12 and under are free, and pit passes are $30. And then action will start at 5:45 with hot laps. If you like to watch hot laps, I like to do that because you can kind of get a sense of who's been kind of quick. Jason, when is your next race that you know of?
Well, it's set in stone definitely for August 17th because me, my dad, and my brother actually ran all those events together.
Okay.
For Slinger Slime Fest.
Okay.
But I think I don't think I have another race besides that one coming up.
Okay. Jimmy A.E.
Yo.
When's Nate's next race? Because that's when you go. His loyalty is crane, but it's definitely heavily weighed on one crane.
I see that. That's
well, Saturday. Nate's going to be running at Wilmot.
And bandits are added to Saturday's show.
Yes, Ryan told me that.
Nice.
Today at lunch.
So now it's going to be a barn burner. Before it might have just been like smoke signals, but now it's going to be a barn burner. Those bandits, man. And August 3rd, we'll be racing a bandit, so that's going to be fun.
Are you?
Ricky Nelson's. Yeah.
The 222?
The 2 or the other one, I don't know. So whichever one, I don't care. I'm just gonna have.
Well, Ricky, if you got another one, what the hey?
What the hey?
Yeah.
Oh man. And then do you have any?
Oops, all right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Did I interrupt? No, you interrupted me.
I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't done talking about Nate yet.
Yes.
Oh.
And then Sunday he runs the midgets.
That's right.
Up at Angel Park.
That's right. I forget that there's more tracks that exist.
Where is Angel Park?
Sun Prairie.
Out
Okay.
by Madison, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can.
Do you think he can park it?
I mean, yeah.
I think he can
honestly,
park it.
I think so, honestly.
I think some cards have to fall his way, but I think Nathan could. If they fall the right way, he will make.
Because
he's
he surprised so many people. I made a big name his first night out there,
Mm-hmm.
and people were like, "Who is this kid?"
Yeah.
Like,
When did he start first racing there?
He's only had 2 nights in a midget. The first,
Really?
he had engine problems his first qualifying session, but
3
he
laps in.
got 3 laps in, but he got 1 clean lap and was 12th out of 31.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Then they had a scratch, and then the next night he qualified 6th, moved up in his heat race, started on the pole, and ran like top 3 the whole feature.
Not bad.
And then had yes again.
Stupid.
Because the owner said that the car's never been pushed like that before.
Yeah, leave it to a crane to really throw her up there. Yeah, throw her up there.
Now the midgets are just like the smaller sprint cars, right?
Yep, with 4-cylinder
That's
motors. So basically a glorified.
Wait, they're with
Badger.
4-cylinder motors?
Yeah, they're 4-cylinder motors.
Oh, I guess I gotta give myself a frame.
Yeah. A K24 Honda is the motor to have, but
Yep.
there's like the EcoTech and there's some other motors that you can run.
Nissans and stuff like that.
So I think the rules for the Badger midgets is it has to be an OEM block.
Okay.
And heads.
Yeah.
But the internals can, like, you can't have titanium stuff, but like the internals.
Yeah, you can change that.
You can change it. Yeah, all that stuff. So, but yeah, those guys rip. Do you have any sponsors? I forgot to ask.
I do.
Oh, you do. Yes, let's go. Who'd you like?
I have PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend, Wisconsin.
West Bend. Let's go.
Braking Equipment.
Okay.
And where do they have it now? I think that's also West Bend.
Okay.
Trying to think of the other ones I got. I think that's only the main 2 that I have.
Nice.
The other ones are just like little ones. Like.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, PMF has been with me since I started racing, actually, at the Memorial Go-Karting.
Wow. And which we didn't even get into talking to the Memorial Go-Kart. Are you racing any at Slinger this year?
Memorial Go-Karting?
Yeah.
No, that's only up to 18.
Oh, 18.
That's actually part of the program for my little sister.
Okay.
If you actually go there, you'll actually see like a picture of her and everything. They actually might be on the website as well. I don't know if they have it on there. I haven't really looked at it in a while.
Okay.
But they have. Basically, Memorial Go-Karting is where if you lose a loved one, they help you through it and like help you teach to race, stuff like that. Teach you the basics and stuff like that. And they actually have it to where they have a high school racing association now for Slinger and stuff like that, and they race now the 4-cylinders at Slinger.
Oh, okay.
And I think they have 4 students right now. 4 or 5 students doing that.
I'm gonna actually copy that or paste that into the chat. That's pretty cool. Oh man, Matt, and I have him in my photos. World of Wheels, Matt. Oh man, Matt. I'm so sorry for your last name, but his kids are doing this.
Matty V?
No.
Oh.
They race these go-karts at Slinger, and they do like it's really cool.
Yeah, when I first started, I actually got put into a team, and our cart number was 727. I remember very vividly because it was like all girls, and then it was me. And after I got put into the cart, and I had a little bit of background because I used to race at Badger when I first started, and I raced to 2-strokes just to try, and apparently that was like one of the faster carts, because 2-strokes are quicker than 4-cylinders, but or 4-strokes I meant.
Yeah.
But I mean, my reality, I like 4-strokes better. But.
Yeah. Hey, we all like our weird things, right?
But no, and after I did that, and then we went to Momo Go-Karting. They actually made rules because of me.
Nice. Trendsetter.
All 3 girls left, and it was me, my brother, one of my cousins, or actually 2 of my cousins racing with me. All 3 of them were gone, but me. So it was me and my dad, because my dad was my mentor, is what they call it. And to cover for them, I raced every division.
Wow.
I won every division.
Nice.
And then they said I only get one win because you can only have one driver per division.
Oh.
I was like, are you kidding me? But we still got the points for it.
Okay.
I was like, okay, fair enough. Do what you got.
That's nice.
And it was just because, it's kids, and stuff like that. But we did end up winning that championship that year for a different division, not mine, though.
Nice. Okay. So. Cool. Sometimes that's just how the carts play, right? And you still get a nice little pat on the back with the championship and all that. Yeah, nice. All right, so we'd like to thank... you guys got the bonus, because usually we go an hour, and then we hard end, and then we go to a 30-minute bonus. But you guys got the bonus in here, too, so... Yes. I've got to actually remember it's a hard at Wilmot, and it's a hard end at... it's a hard curfew. At Wilmot, and it's a hard curfew.
Keep a watch on you, be like...
Yeah. So again, guys, I'll see you hopefully next week at Wilmot, and also the 5th at Hold My Beer. But we'd like to thank Next Gen Pumps, Pullman Auto, RevTech Manufacturing, Rouge Helmets, Ashley Brief Photography, Painters Plus, Bay Nelson, Jack's Helmet Design, Pinnacle Media Productions, Daybreak Church, Mirror Image Coatings, Toro Tents, Hold My Beer, Bricks and Minifigs of Kenosha, K9sforyou.org, Wise Guys Barbershop, David Crane, Jeremy Crane, Kylie Crane. Special thanks to my beautiful wife Ashley, who lets my friends come over and talk racing on a Monday night at our house. Mom and Dad, Mark and Gail, Big One fan Kyle, Nathan, Caleb, Lauren Cooper, Maddie Schutzen, Dave Schutzen, Elliot, Hunter, Gina, just everyone that works on the car. And I just really apologize that, we spent all winter building a car and then only ran it 4 times, and we flipped it and had to build another one. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, so like I said, next week, this will not be the background. I'm a little nervous because it's the first live on the road show. And then if that's not nerve-wracking, on Monday, 4:30 to 5:30 at Wilmot. Then on August 5th, we have our live audience show. So if you guys plan on coming, the link is in the description. Just say that you're coming, because that way it's a little bit easier for us, so that we know how many people are.
Wait, August 5th where is that?
Downtown Kenosha. Hold My Beer. They have over 40 beers on tap. We're gonna have free axe throwing during our show. So
I'll
if you
show
want
how to axe throw, I'm an axe throwing coach as well.
Well, I'm gonna be on a show. I'm gonna be hosting a show, so that'll be a miracle if I could actually hit it from. They call them experts. I was like, that's clever. I like it.
I definitely had a whole page full of axe jokes at the time.
Oh,
axe me a question, stuff like that.
Ebonics.
Instead of hold my beer, be like, hey, hold my axe for a second.
Yeah. Oh man. So guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a late show, but hey, you guys got the bonus here live, and yeah, just kind of lost track of time because we were just having so much fun talking about karting and Nathan's racing event. And yeah, so
it is a fun event. You gotta come.
Yes,
yeah.
It's free to watch. Also, if you don't want to, but now you're gonna be on Flow. Yeah, because everyone there would be the ones that are watching on Flow. So if everyone shows up, no one's gonna be watching on Flow. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, we'll have double the viewers then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the names that are coming, as of right now, when we'll see when rubber meets the road. Yeah, when rubber meets the road, you are not gonna want to miss it for sure. If they show up. So thank you, Jimmy IE, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, Jason, for coming. I'll reach, but I don't want to spill beer.
Yeah.
Thank you, DC, for the point beer. Very delicious.
Once again. No.
Yes. Very delicious. And we will see you next week at Wilmot Raceway with Terry Kudrowski and Brandon Horswell. Peace out, Girl Scout. Gotta end everything real quick.